Shifting focus, a massive row has broken out at one of India's most premier institutes, IIT Bombay. Now, some posters came up at one of the canteens pointing out space reserved for vegetarians. Now, a section of students opposed the posters that segregated eating areas on food preferences and informally not allowing non-vegetarians. The students then filed an RTI that revealed that the hostel does not have any official food segregation policy. In an email, the authorities also cleared that there is no designated separate sitting space for vegetarian students. There are separate Jain vegetarian counters to serve food only. The email clarifies, and I quote, "Such behavior is unacceptable and no student has the right to remove another student from any area of the mess on the grounds that it is reserved for a particular community. If any such incident is repeated, we will be forced to take strict action against those involved," unquote, the person stated in the email. In fact, Mirror Now is the only channel to go inside the IIT Bombay campus and the hostel mess where the controversial poster was put up. My colleague Shweta gets us this report from inside the canteen. Take a look at this exclusive.
Well, a controversy erupted in IIT Bombay over food segregation, and it's been seen that the students have been alleging that in Hostel 12 in the mess, it was posters being put out that only vegetarians can sit here, sparking a row, talking about the food discrimination on the grounds of caste. This is what the students have been claiming, and we have been trying to reach out to the IITB authorities to know what is exactly their version and how such kind of posters were put up across the IIT Bombay canteen and mess, which promotes the food discrimination and which leads to casteism. With video journalist Ashish Dayalkar, this is Shweta for Mirror Now.
We also spoke to one of the IIT Bombay students who alleges that such a policing order is not just exclusive to his institute, adding other IITs also follow a similar order. Listen in.
This issue is not just in IIT Bombay, it's there in all the IITs. For example, IIT Madras passed this order that like vegetarian and non-vegetarian students should not enter from the same door, and they should have separate washing spaces. And earlier in 2018, I think IIT Bombay had this rule that vegetarians and non-vegetarian students should not have the same plate, that there should be different plates. So basically this is reinforcing this idea of separation, the idea of purity, that somehow meat eating students are inferior, like they are not they are not pure enough, and they are contaminating by their eating habits the students who are much more purer. And it is a modern form of untouchability in the sense that they are trying to make the students who consume non-vegetarian feel bad and guilty for their eating habit.